Nobody warned me about this part of life. Not aging, not death, waiting. My name is Walter H. Collins. I'm 88 years old, from Des Moines, Iowa, and this is my channel, Don't Make My Mistake. And if you're listening to this, there's a reason. Because this video doesn't find people who are busy, it finds people who are quiet. If you're alone right now, don't scroll. What I'm about to say will bother you later if you don't hear it now. Here's the lie. It sounds harmless. It sounds responsible. It sounds like something good people believe. I lived by it for decades, and by the time I realized it was killing my life, there wasn't much left to save. Stay with me. The next 30 seconds matter more than you think. Backhand index pointing right. If you've ever felt like life is on hold, keep watching. Waiting doesn't steal your life all at once. It takes it slowly, politely, without warning. You stop calling people. You stop starting things. You stop expecting much from the future. You tell yourself you're being realistic. But really, you're disappearing. I lost friends I thought I'd see again. Moments I assumed would repeat. Energy I believed would return. And then retirement came. The thing I waited decades for. You'd think that's when life begins. But here's what shocked me the most. I didn't feel free. I felt empty. Because I had trained myself to delay happiness for so long. I didn't know how to feel it anymore. Nobody talks about this part. They show success. They celebrate achievement. They don't talk about the quiet regret that shows up late at night. The thought that whispers, was this really it? That's when I realized something painful. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. I'm 88 now. If I'm lucky, I have a few more years. If I'm not, fewer. But for the first time in my life, I'm not living on someday. I'm living on now. And I need you to hear this clearly. You don't need more time. You need more courage. Courage to stop postponing yourself. Courage to live before life decides for you. Don't make my mistake. Start now. Waiting doesn't feel dangerous. That's why it works. If it felt sharp, you'd run. If it felt loud, you'd notice. But waiting doesn't arrive like a warning. It arrives like a habit. One day, you stop calling people. Not on purpose. You're just busy. Then you stop starting things. Projects, conversations, dreams. You tell yourself, I'll do it when things settle down. Here's the scary part. Things never settle down. So you lower your expectations. Not because you want less, but because hoping starts to hurt. You call it being mature, responsible, realistic. But really, you're disappearing. Slowly, quietly, without anyone noticing, including you. Your days start feeling the same. Weeks blur together. Years move faster than they should. And you keep thinking, this is just a phase. But phases aren't supposed to last decades. If this feels uncomfortably accurate, don't click away. The next part explains why this happens. You won't believe what happened next. I finally reached the age I've been waiting for. Retirement. The finish line. The moment everyone promises will fix everything. No alarms. No pressure. No excuses. I thought I'd feel relief. Instead, I felt lost. Because I had trained myself to delay happiness for so long. I forgot how to feel it. I didn't know what I enjoyed anymore. I didn't know who I was without deadlines. I had spent my whole life saying, later. Later I'll live. Later I'll rest. Later I'll be myself. And suddenly, later was here. And it was empty. Nobody prepares you for this part. They show pictures of success, vacations, smiles, achievements. They don't show the quiet moments, the house at night, the silence after dinner, the feeling that something is missing, but you can't name it. That's when the thought appears, soft, uninvited. Did I miss it? If you're still listening, this message is meant for you. Stay. You need the last part. That question doesn't scream. It whispers. Did I miss it? It shows up when distractions fade, when no one's watching, when you finally slow down. And here's the truth most people never say out loud. Regret doesn't come from failure. It comes from postponement, from the life you kept preparing for, but never entered. Waiting didn't protect you. It drained you, not all at once, but enough to leave you tired of your own days. I'm telling you this now because if you're hearing it, you're still early, earlier than you think. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need permission. You need one honest decision, to stop waiting. If you don't want this question to haunt you years from now, stay with this channel. Don't let your life drain quietly. Choose now. I remember the exact moment. Not the day, not the time. The feeling. I was standing alone. Quiet room. Nothing special about it. I looked in the mirror, and an old man stared back. Not someone I recognized. Not someone I felt like. And the thought came out of nowhere. When did this happen? It didn't feel dramatic. It felt confusing, like waking up in the wrong life. I leaned closer, studied my face, the lines, the tired eyes, the years I didn't remember choosing. That's when it hit me. I had been planning to live after something, after work calms down, after responsibilities ease up, after someone says it's okay. I was always preparing, always almost ready, but never present. Here's the part that hurts. Life didn't pause while I waited. It didn't slow down. It didn't check on me. It just kept moving. And one day, it moved past me. If this moment feels uncomfortably real, don't look away. The next part explains why this happens. I used to believe patience was a virtue. That waiting meant wisdom. That delaying joy meant maturity. That's what we're taught. Be responsible first. Live later. But here's the truth no one tells you. Life doesn't reward patience. It replaces you. While you're waiting for the right time, your time is being spent anyway. I waited to speak honestly. Waited to rest without guilt. Waited to do things just because they mattered. And waiting felt safe. That's why I trusted it. But safety slowly turned into distance. Distance from people. Distance from myself. One day, I realized something terrifying. I didn't know what I enjoyed anymore. I had followed rules for so long. I forgot how to listen to myself. That's when fear showed up. Real fear. Not loud panic. Quiet fear. The kind that asks, what if this is all there is? If part of you feels exposed right now, that's not weakness. That's awareness. Stay with me, because the truth comes next. Here's the truth I learned too late. Life doesn't reward patience. It rewards presence. Not productivity, not perfection. Presence. Being where you are before the moment passes. You don't get extra years for waiting politely. You don't get bonus time for being responsible. Life only gives you now, and now doesn't repeat. I'm 88 years old, and for the first time in my life, I'm not waiting. Not for permission, not for the perfect moment. I'm here, and if you're listening to this, you are too. That scared feeling in your chest, that's not panic. That's recognition. It's your life asking to be lived before it slips away quietly. If you don't want to wake up one day asking, when did this happen? Stay with this channel. Choose presence before life moves on without you. I'm 88 now. That number feels heavy when I say it out loud. Not because of age, but because of everything it carries. Memories, regrets, all the moments I thought I had more time for. If I'm lucky, I have a few more years. If I'm not fewer, that's not dramatic. That's just math. And that's why this matters. Because I spent most of my life acting like time was something I could save. If this feels uncomfortably real, don't scroll. You're supposed to be here. For the first time in my life. I'm not waiting. Not for the perfect moment. Not for permission. Not for someday. I'm here. And that sounds simple, until you realize how rare it is. Most people are alive, but not present. They're always preparing, always postponing, always saying, later. Later I'll live. Later I'll be happy. Later I'll be myself. Later quietly becomes never. If part of you feels exposed right now, good. That means you're still awake. I used to save joy like it was money. I'd say, I'll enjoy life when everything is done. But everything is never done. There's always another responsibility, another deadline, another excuse. So joy stayed locked away, and years went by without me noticing. That's the cruel part. You don't feel your life slipping. You just wake up one day and realize it's gone. If you don't want that to be your story, keep listening. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I'm not saying quit everything. I'm not saying ignore your duties. I'm saying stop abandoning yourself. Stop rehearsing life. Stop telling yourself you'll live after something finally ends. Because something is always ending. Life doesn't wait for your schedule. It just keeps going. If this message is hitting you, it's because it's meant for you. You don't need more time. That's the lie we all fall for. More time won't save you. You could be given 10 more years and still waste them waiting. What you need is courage. Courage to say what you feel. Courage to take the walk. Courage to make the call. Not because it's efficient, but because it's your life. If you're still here, you're stronger than you think. Courage doesn't feel heroic. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like choosing now instead of later. It feels like risking embarrassment, risking disappointment, risking being seen. But regret is heavier than all of that. I know. I'm carrying it. If you don't want to carry this weight someday, listen carefully. I don't have many years left, but for the first time, I'm living them. Not waiting, not postponing, not pretending. I'm here. And that's what I want for you. Not more years, more now. Don't make my mistake. If you don't want to forget this feeling, stay with this channel.